Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon. Let me go through some Twitter posts here. INKT. INKT, there is absolutely nothing for this at the moment. Sorry, I'm just adjusting this mic. There we go. Nothing on this, nothing. I'm going to go through these candles because the wicks are a bit strange. Maybe you could say it's a falling wedge if you want to. For me, I'm not really a fan of these wicks, but I think it's just Weeble, to be honest. So INKT is in a falling wedge. Let me have a look. All right, INKT. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Game, yes. I will have a look at game. I know everybody and their grandmother's looking at it. I personally will not be touching it at all. I don't care if it runs to $1 million. The reason is it's getting pumped from obviously now Tate's getting involved. There's a lot of people trying to get involved in it, and it's being restricted on Robinhood. Seems like a lot of things are adding up for this thing to maybe run. So for me, I don't know. I personally trade based off technicals, not off pumping and dumping. Because it's all good and well when it's up, but when it comes down, that is when everything comes to the end, right? So for me, I avoid it, but I don't mind giving you guys an analysis on it at all. Just give me 5 minutes. XBP is just simply in an uptrend. Right, is this on SOUN? Right, Son's looking good. I mean, this plays a very steady chart because you can see what's happening, right? If you're looking at the overall trend, right? You can see we're bullish and then pull back, bullish, pull back, and now it's probably going to go right. So all I would do is simply just draw the trend line, which is like this. And then you can see that here is an area of support around 505. So this is what you have at the moment, right? So SOUN, here we go. This is your chart on SOUN. SOUN, wait for downtrend break. But it looks like it is going to push to the upside, right? Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right, let me go through game. Everyone's looking at game, guys. Game is a very simple chart to look at. Look on the daily, it's extremely bullish. Right now we're breaking a resistance. We haven't broken it, but this is, I would even use this as the resistance. So around here, 19, you can say 1945. This is your major key level to watch. Obviously it's already broken above that, right? If we look on the 4 hour, but if it retests, this is where it's probably going to come back down to. So around, maybe it'll retest this 1945 and go, so we can keep looking at next levels. Daily does not show pre-market hours and after hours. That's why you can see it says it's still at $19. Currently the stock's at $24, which is around here. So next resistance level is, let's see, we have one here, resistance here, pretty much at $24. So that's your next resistance level. And then you have another resistance level around here. Guys, if you just joined, make sure you like the stream, please. Make sure you like it. It's free. It's free to do so. The more you like it, the more I will chart and do this. These are your levels right now on game. So right now you can see these are key levels. I just identified them from the daily, and then I just obviously went to the 4 hour now just to get a clearer chart. So game, 4 hour key levels. So these are your key levels. These are not targets. You do not hold for these levels. This just means if it breaks above this, there's a possibility it'll run to 27.65, and then 27.65 to 32.10. Those are the next levels of resistance. East. I heard about this one. I've seen it. Nothing that I see. So this one is, look what's happening, right? We can identify what? We can identify here is an area of support, and then here is an area of resistance, right? So right now, this stock is currently what? Ranging. Therefore, you should not be trying to buy inside of a range. If it breaks above this level, if it breaks above 163, then maybe you could look for an entry. But right now, nothing on this. That's pumpers stock, another pumpers play. I don't know, it's got a high short percentage, that's what I'm assuming, but very simple chart, simple uptrend on that one. CYCC. I've done this chart, CYCC's here, it needs to reclaim, I would say $3, psychological level. Breaks above 3, then you have room to 340, and then all the way up to 405, which is this resistance right here. TVGN bounce. I'm waiting for it to come down into demand zone. If it comes into this demand zone today, then I will look for possible entries. But right now, I will not be trying to get in anything. Yes, I buy pre-market. I do buy pre-market. Yes, I buy pre-market. What time? I always buy from 7 a.m. onwards. I trade, I take 1 or 2 trade setups, and then that is it. I don't look to take 20, 30 trades in the day. I take maximum like 6 trades a day, if that. I stick to around 3 or 4 actually, to be honest. Pre-market, I take 1 or 2 trades, and then I wait for market open. But I don't trade now. So maybe TVGN's trying to reverse here. But for me, I want to wait for a demand zone. I'm not really interested in trying to look for entries now. Simply, if you wanted to enter this trade right now, if you want to get in this trade right now, your stop loss is below 142. You have to have a tight stop loss. Because if it breaks below the support, it's high probability it will come down. LIDR is just simply in this demand zone. Nothing clear on this yet, but it did run 115% on Friday. ACIU, I'm just going to keep this one on watch here. It's in a downtrend. I don't really like the candles and the price action. So for me, I'm just keeping on the watch because it is up 50%. NVAX, very strange move. I think it was just the ATM wicks and volume. But for now, this is your major resistance up here at 9. You could put this, just round this to $10. So $10 is your major resistance level around here. So that's what you would do on this. Yeah, we can even remove this now. So you can just put this here as an area of support. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. There's a strong area of support at 888. PLTN, it's got low volume, but it is up 8%. It was up a lot more. It ran all the way up to $13. But it looks like it's just coming back now, maybe. I don't know if I'm really interested in this at the moment or at all. BCAN is right here. BCAN, nothing's changing. BCAN is consolidating. So what a tip I would do, Connor, for you, because I'm assuming you're going to ask about this chart tomorrow and the next day and so on. All you need to do is literally just copy this chart. Copy the chart, whatever you need to do to screenshot it, or you can just go onto the post that I put it on. And it's very easy. If it breaks above 104, you can look for entries. Right now, no entries, because if it goes below, it doesn't matter. Do not try and buy in this range, because you're going to be burnt. Personally, I would wait for 104 break. That is what I would wait for. GWB, extremely bearish. BCAN, LIDR is down 15%. Yeah, LIDR, I think I just mentioned this one, right? Yeah, it's in demand zone, but maybe it's trying to reverse here. We can see that buys are starting to step in here with these green candles. We can see it's starting to respect this demand zone well, so maybe there is a probability it will continue to go up. How do you buy, sell whilst running the Twitter show? I don't trade. I'm not trading right now. I don't trade whilst I'm doing YouTube. But during Twitter, all I do is post charts. It's very easy for me to post charts. It's not difficult. I don't post, usually I don't post the stocks that I'm in. Well, intraday, I do not post any stocks that I'm in unless it hits my first target or I'm out the play, then I will post the chart that I would trade. But whatever alerts I give in the Discord, say for instance, if I alerted LIDR, I won't post it on Twitter because it gets manipulated. But yeah, I mean, the Twitter show, I'm not too sure what you mean by that. I'm assuming you mean by posting charts. It's very easy to do so. I literally just buy a stock that I like and I sell. I have my sell them order, but when I'm pre-market, I don't trade. I only trade with 10% of my account per trade size. So meaning if I have $1,000, right, $1,000, then if I trade with 10% of my account, that's only $100. And for pre-market, I have a much larger stop loss, which is 7%. So if I have $1,000 account and I use 10% of my account, which is $100, and let's say I have a 7% stop loss, I know going into every trade during pre-market, the most I will lose is $7 because that is 7% of 100. How do you decide? GNS. Let me go through this and then I'll go through those questions. GNS. GNS is, yeah, same kind of thing, just consolidating. For me, nothing. If you want to look at the trend, it's bearish right there. Bearish. But yeah, I personally would wait for 0.5. At the moment, nothing on this, unfortunately. I just went over CYCC. If you want to go onto my Twitter, I recommend doing so. It's very easy to do. It's just here. Steady uptrend. If it breaks above $3, you have room to 340, then 405. Buys are probably on the trend line, and right now it's in no man's land. I wouldn't be touching it. The demand zone is a very simple strategy. Very simple strategy. I will post the YouTube video so you guys can watch it and understand how to identify the demand zone, because this will help you a lot. So here is the demand zone and how to find it. But a quick way to do it is, it's simply just the last red candle. Personally, what I use is, it's the last red candle before the move to the upside. So for instance, on TVGN, right? I use the 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. There's no best way, right? There is no best way of, or best time frame for the demand zone. The only thing I can tell you is, the larger the time frame, the more confirmation you have. So if it's on a daily demand zone, if a stock's in a daily demand zone, that's a very strong area of demand, meaning there is a high probability it'll go up. If you have it on the 1 minute chart, a demand zone, it is, yes, buyers will step in there, but it might not be as much confirmation as a larger time frame. That's all. Here, this is a demand zone. Last red candle, this one right here, before the push to the upside. Yes, that's a demand zone. Yes, that's a demand zone. However, I'm using this one because this is the last red candle before the actual push to the upside. For me personally, I'm waiting for it to come down into this demand zone, or if you want to try and look for entries, higher risk entries, you can wait for the trend line break like this. Volume is coming in on this big time. What are my 3 confluences? All in the Discord, brother. All my reasons for my entries and learning how I trade, and all my tips and everything is given in the Discord. How I give my reasonings, why I enter my trades, so you guys can understand why I get in. But just because it's in a demand zone, it does not give me enough confirmation to enter the trade. I have to look for a couple other confluences. Would you recommend trading as a career? Being in and out 4 years, just not having much progress. I've learned a lot, but still not making consistent money. I think you've answered your question. So if you're not consistent in making money and profits, then I don't think you should take it as a career. But what you can do is, with the current money you're getting from your job, I would say put in some money and you can try and start your trading like that. Best thing I would do, and what I'm doing for all members right now and telling them to do, is journal your trades. Journal your journey so you can see how your trading progresses. That way you can identify and see where your weaknesses are and where your strengths are, and actually helps you become consistent. Set strict rules to yourself when you trade, so you can say, I'm only going to take 5 trades every single day for the month. That's my maximum. My maximum loss is 1% on my account, or my maximum gain, or not maximum gain, but my daily goal is, let's say, 1% on my account. My maximum loss is $500, whatever it is, right? Put those rules in place and follow them, and then work that way. But Obviously, with that, you also need to build a strategy around that. I'm assuming if you've been trading for 4 years, you'll have some kind of idea of what works for you. But you need, just because your trading strategy doesn't work for 3 trades or 20 trades or 50 trades, you need to do it over time to get consistent results. Just because it doesn't work the first or second time, don't just eliminate it because maybe that's just, you got unlucky, right, with those setups. That's how I would put it. So right now this is very bullish. It actually, yeah, came in system on zone here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, where I am. Good evening, 5 p.m. CDIO, I will put this on my watch list. It's holding $1. I mean, that's a big psychological level, so I would simply just put $1 like that with this blue line. Yeah, I would say maybe 105 reclaim, then maybe you could look for an entry on that on CDIO. I know it's a former run as well, but when a stock's very close to $1, it's very difficult to trade this because usually if it breaks below $1, it's pretty much done. SMFL, same thing with this, nothing. It's consolidating, meaning there's going to be a big move. I don't know which direction. According to the chart and based on technicals, it should go down, but if you're trying to look for entries, just wait for 420 break above, then maybe you can look for entries that way. AGBA is a larger time frame setup, guys. Look, buys are here. This is where buys are. Every time it's got to the trend line, it has gone up. So maybe here would be a good buy opportunity, and then set your stop loss to whatever percentage you like. I would not have more than 10% personally. So right now, maybe it looks like good buys for AGBA. SOPA, it's right on the trend line as well here. I don't like this because there's not enough price action for me. I would wait for, what is this, 220 break? Maybe that will be more confirmation for it to continue to the upside. So possible ascending triangle forming here, which means it's expected to break to the upside. Maybe good buys where it is right now on the trend line, because every time it's got here, it has reversed. But yeah, make sure you do have a stop loss if you are going to take this trade. So SOPA has ascending triangle. A lot of people are asking about game, guys. I'll give you one tip and you can save this forever. AMC runs with game, right? They are meme stocks. I don't know if any of you guys were here during the time when GameStop and AMC ran. There are a few other stocks that run with it, like BlackBerry, which is BB. SNDL runs with it. KOSS runs. They are all meme stocks. They are in the same sector, right? So whenever one of them run, they will all follow each other. Right now, Game is the runner, the leading play that's running. Therefore, AMC is up because of that. AMC is not up because of any other reason. I know it's maybe had some news, but the main reason why this thing is running is simply because of Game. That is why, right? So when Game runs, this runs. When AMC runs, Game runs. That's simple how it is. Right now, it's breaking a downtrend. We can see it's heading to around 355 next, and then you have 374. These are your next levels on AMC. So AMC has a breakout right now. Nice breakout on AMC, but yeah, this is just going to be running with whatever's happening with Game. Waved is right here. Nothing on Waved unless 370 breaks. 370 is a resistance level. I would not be trying to enter here. Maybe I would try and enter around 280 level or wait for 370. That's the only kind of entries that I would look for. As I mentioned, COS runs with AMC and Game, so therefore they will all be up together. This one is up 13% simply because of Game and AMC. That is it. These do not run based off technicals. These are just running because of the other meme plays. So here are your levels on this right now. I don't know. For me, I'm not touching any of these meme stocks, but this is what you have. You can use that as an uptrend. Very strange price action. I don't like this at all. This is clearly, you can see, because of what's happening with the others. CCLD, maybe this is reversing. Let's see if we can edit or fix up this chart a bit. So we have 147, we can have as new support, right? Right now we can see it's in a downtrend from here to here. Maybe if it breaks that downtrend, you can look for possible entries on this. So if it breaks above 165, maybe you could look for entries. INKT is still in this falling wedge. TVGN is pretty much just in this falling wedge at the moment. We'll see what this one does do. So what is this TVGN? TVGN falling wedge setup. And then we have LIDR. This one is a good play to watch, guys, because look, we are holding, look, low of pre-market today is this, is what is level? Literally 207. Since it's got down to this level, we've identified that this is an area of demand. Buyers are holding this level up here, and it looks like it will possibly push up. It ran 115% on Friday, therefore there is a high probability it will run again today. So keep this one on watch. As long as it respects this demand zone, you should be fine. I think it will run. I'm just going to wait for my setup, and then I will look for an entry. CDIO, this is $1 here. I'm not really too interested in it, so I'm going to just move it down here. NVAX, this is just one to keep on watch. We know this one's ran in the past. At the moment, I wouldn't consider any entries. This is a weird chart here. You can't really identify anything on this, so I would leave it. PLTN, nothing with this. I'm probably going to delete it. SOUA, this is a larger time frame setup. So as long as it holds 505, you should be fine. Your downtrend break is around 545. Laser, this is laser here. Laser is a weird chart as well. There's not really too much going on. I mean, you have this resistance level here. So if it breaks above that, then you have room, like clean range pretty much all the way to around 206. So at the moment, yeah, this is just in the demand zone, but for me, it needs more volume. AGBA, like I said, this might be good for entries here for a swing trade. Waved, I'm not really interested in this, but yeah, 370 on Waved is the only thing I would look for. And then what else is that? Game, yeah, game's just getting pumped. Let me look. FGEN. FGEN has extremely low volume. To make this very simple and easy for you, so you don't have to stress about it, it is bearish. If it breaks the trend line around 120, I would say 122 level, then maybe you can look for entries. But at the moment, yeah, it's not my kind of play. Yeah, I mean, I would just wait for a trend line break, that's all. ACIU. What's happening with ACIU? ACIU is just holding support. Just holding support right now. This is it right here. It's right at 333. You can have the support around here if you want. 330. So 330 is your support. We have one touch, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 touches indicates an area of support. You only need 3, but you can see here. As long as it holds this level, you should be fine on that. CAUD. CAUD. For me, on this, it's trying to break a downtrend like this. I'm going through this candle because I want to just make it clear so you can identify what is actually going on. So there is a possible breakout on this, but for me, nothing on this because there's not enough volume at the moment. Yeah, nothing for me on this personally. It's not that clear of a chart yet. Let me see what other movers are going. Let me go through Webull top gainers. AACG. AACG, is this moving? Nope, AACG is not moving. Right, so let me go through my watch list here, and then after that I'm going to head into Discord. So we'll start again at CCLD. Nothing on this unless downtrend breaks. No need to enter this. INKT is expected to break out. As long as it holds this falling wedge, you should be okay. Here is your 1 minute psychological, $1 psychological level as well. TVGN, we'll see what this one does. I think it's going to come down below this falling wedge. I want it to come into this demand zone. LIDR, I really like this setup. It ran 115% on Friday, so I'm expecting this one to run today. This is a very, very bullish setup. I really like this setup. This is a very, 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 very bullish setup. It's loading up. The buyers are loading up right here. TVGN, channel down. Yeah, channel down. Yeah, Delibras, yeah. ACIU, this one needs to break the downtrend. NVAX, just keep this one on watch. 98% on Friday. SOUN, nothing unless this breaks above 545, as I mentioned. Laser, I don't know, but just strange chart. And then waved. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not interested in game, AMC, all those plays. Up to you what you guys decide to do with those plays. For me, it's not really my my kind of setup at the moment, unfortunately. Let me do these super key levels, and then I'm going to head into the Discord. Guys, also one thing to mention. We're getting a lot of people asking, like, are we part of like in a Telegram and that? We're not in any Telegrams or like WhatsApp messaging and all that stuff. We are only in a Discord, myself and Hassie. We're not in any part of anything else. It's literally just myself and Hassie in the Discord. So yeah, we're not, if someone's asking you to join some Telegram, that is not us. Please ignore it. Do not join a Telegram. Right, I'm going to head into can you tell if buyers are loading? So you can simply tell by the color of the candle. Green means buy, red means sell. Also, you can identify that by looking at, you can look at the volume as well. So you can see if the volume is going up, that means that buyers are potentially stepping in if it's in the demand zone. Right, so that is how you can identify it very simply. To not complicate it for you. So here for LIDA, look here, it's holding this level of demand, we can see, and then look, the volume here is slowly, look at this buy, 27k, and then they're starting to push the volume up slowly. And now look, remember, since I started the stream, I said this looks good, and it's currently respecting it. I'm expecting this to probably run in the next few minutes, to be honest, maybe in the next minute or so as well. Yeah, guys, please like up the stream. We have 50 people in here and we have 20 likes. So if you guys can please do me a favor and just like up the stream, greatly appreciate it. It goes a long way. Here is the link to the Discord. If you want to join, there is a link. Click it. And if you want to join, that is it. No Telegram, BS and all that. Ignore that, please. Members, I will be in the Discord in 20 minutes. I will send the live trading link out then. I will see you guys there. Thanks again, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great